Hello and welcome back to our Brighter Minds YouTube channel. So contract manufacturing has been a mega trend across many economies. Many original equipment manufacturers are diversifying their supply chain from China to many other emerging markets, emerging countries where labor cost and other things are cheap. So in this episode we will talk about the contract manufacturing. We have seen contract manufacturing across multiple sectors like pharma, electronics and food industry. So many original equipment manufacturers are coming to the geographies where consumers are close, so that they can save on logistic cost and they can save on many costs, other costs, and they primarily focus on R&D part. So they are outsourcing the manufacturing part to the contract manufacturers. So in this episode we will talk about the sector which is having a tailwind due to government impetus, government focus on the sector. So electronic manufacturing services is a sector that provides huge opportunity in terms of the runway of growth and the ecosystem that is developing in India. So let's discuss the electronic manufacturing services business. Electronic industries includes products, design, components, electronic manufacturing services, and we all know that OEMs manufacture in-house products, and they also outsource to third party. It provides them a cushion in terms of asset light business model, in terms of better return profile, better profitability ratios and a cleaner balance sheet. So when the OEMs outsource to electronic manufacturing services companies, EMS, what they do is to start from the design part, then they source the components, they build, assemble the product, and they test that product, and finally they distribute, and sometimes they also provide after sales services. So basically EMS market can be segmented based on the business model, based on the services they provide, and based on the end users industries to which they supply. So let's understand the EMS sector based on the services they provide. Original design manufacturer, ODMs, or pure contract manufacturing. In ODMs they have a kind of moat in terms of they holds the IP rights of the design, so it provides them a kind of negotiating power with the original equipment manufacturer. But in pure contract manufacturing, it's pure a game of a scale, it's pure a game of cost. Based on business model, EMS services can be segmented into two parts: high volume, low mix, and low volume, high mix. So basically what that means is a kind of setup where critical products are made, where complexities are involved, and the volumes are not great but margins are better there due to the complexity involved. In low margin businesses, low mix businesses, what you do is you produce the electronic good into high volumes. So basically here you can understand via examples of consumer durables, mobile phones, laptops and other electronics which are high volume, low mix. And in low volume, high mix, you can understand about the aerospace sector, the medical devices sector, which requires, or mission critical components, which requires high level of precision and a skill set. So basically if we map the services that EMS company provides, basically what they do is to assemble the components, assemble the PCB boards that we understand, and they box build the things, they solution and design, they rework, they repair, they do the product testing and all. These are the services that they provide to the original equipment manufacturers. So electronic value chain, if we understand, so many parts are there, starting from the design, testing, sourcing the components, assembling those components and making a finished product, and then distributing it, and then providing the after sales services. So if we understand about the end markets where these demands come from, so basically the major industries are mobile handset manufacturing or durable manufacturing, and there are aerospace demands, there are telecom, there are industrial demands, there are automotives, there is ADAS and all industries. These creates the demand for EMS industry. So overall what we understood is the whole ecosystem of the EMS industry, where what EMS players do and where they get their demand from. So if we understand about the growth drivers of the industry, we can easily figure out the path ahead for the EMS players. So rapid urbanization, adoption of electronic products, young generations adaptability to high tech products like wearables and all things, IoTs, IA, artificial intelligence, these are also boosting the demand of the chip, that is leading to the growth of electronic manufacturing services companies. So there are many demand drivers: rapid urbanization, higher electrification of the vehicles. Electric vehicle trend is getting stronger day by day, and there is also electrical usability in aerospace also. So that is the sector drivers of growth in coming years for the existing players or the new players who are getting into the electronic manufacturing services. So let's understand the growth of the industry. So global EMS industry grew by 3.5% in last 5 years and expected to grow by 5% in coming 5 years. So basically there is good global growth in this industry, and there are pockets of countries where this growth is even faster. OEMs, as we have discussed, that these electronic components are also made by OEMs in-house, so that has grown by 4% in last 5 years and expected to grow by 4.5% in coming 5 years. So basically they are shifting towards outsourcing their manufacturing to third parties. So in that sense, so what we have discussed is what EMS player does is to printed circuit boards assembling and box building for OEMs. So growth is there and tailwind is there. So in terms of market share, the largest player in electronic manufacturing services industry, basically in contract manufacturing, is China, having a 46% of market share, and India is way below China. It's a meager 3% and expected to grow at the faster rate compared to other countries where these contract manufacturing happen, like Vietnam, Thailand. So India electronic manufacturing services growth is expected to be around 30% in next 2 to 3 years. So among these countries where these components are manufactured, India has a very advantageous position due to the labor cost, and also benefiting from China plus one strategies of the original equipment manufacturer to diversify their production bases. So India is expected to grow at around 30%. Obviously we are talking about the EMS industry. So there is huge opportunity in the industry. So in our second part of the video, we will discuss about India's growth potential in EMS sector, India's current status of the EMS sector, the players in those sectors, and what India wanted to achieve in next 10 years in EMS industry. So thank you for watching this video, and do see our next video where we'll cover India's EMS industry with a broader brush, and we will focus on all those companies which are present in this segment and their growth potential, their management's vision, and their valuations.
Investment in securities market are subjected to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.